What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to Synalytics Crypto. I wanted to get this video out a lot earlier today, but I was pretty busy, had too much going on. It was pretty fruitful though. We got a new toy in the house, got a new microphone for much better audio.
Oh, hello, and nice to meet you.
Yeah, so that's good, right? It's gonna sound a lot better. Got a little bit better lighting. That's good too. And I got us some better visual, but unfortunately, I don't have the cable converter that I need to get it to plug into my computer, so I'll have to take care of that tomorrow. But anyways, so better sound, better quality visuals on the way, and this is kind of a test run video tonight just to see the difference between the ones I was making and what it sounds like with a better mic. And what we're going to talk about today, guys, real quick, is Cardano. Now, I don't want you guys to think, although I love Cardano and it's my number one holding, and I'm just really happy with this project right now because it's finally coming to fruition, which is great. Those of us who've been around a long time know exactly what I'm talking about. But what I want to talk about is the $1 resistance that I talked about in my last video. I wasn't sure if we were just going to blast right through or if we were going to hang around there and kind of get the tippy top and then have a pullback. And that's exactly what happened. It looks to me, guys, like the dollar club is real. There are a lot of people who cashed out just before we hit that dollar mark. I think on Binance we got up as high as just around 98 cents, maybe a little bit over 98 cents. So there are those people who are, cutting it back early. So in my opinion, I think we're going to hit that a couple more times. I think we're going to fail to reach $1. There's going to be some rejection involved. And of course, the negative Nancy's will come out and they'll say, oh, that's been rejected and it's going to go back down, and I don't see that happening. I think we're going to bounce between about where it's at right now, about 90 cents to 98 cents, a couple more cycles of this. And what I think that's going to do is I think it's going to rinse out a lot of the dollar clubbers. And once we break through that dollar mark and we get past like $1.03, $1.05, I think the moonshot, I hate to say the word moonshot, but really when a currency project starts to double, it's pretty much mooning. But let's stay away from that because this isn't a moon channel. This is more of a conservative outtake. But once we approach the all-time high again at about $1.30 to $1.33, you break through that. That's price discovery. I think from there to $2 is going to be relatively quick. So I still think this is a very strong investment. In fact, a lot of people who are talking about, what's a good entry point? Well, this isn't even a bad entry point right here because it's going to go right back up to where it was. You're going to hit resistance. Even at that, that's still a 10% kick, right? And once you break through, you're looking at pretty much possibly another double up. This is a very good safe growth opportunity, guys. It's still there. Cardano hasn't even begun to come out with all of the promises coming, all of the hype behind this project. Charles has given interviews. He's being pretty active. This is a good time, guys. So I just wanted to alert some of you who had already seen some of my previous videos that, it definitely hit close to $1 and drew back. Now, I was planning on actually selling some of mine so that I could take advantage of this exact scenario, but I didn't. I am not going to sell any of my Cardano anytime soon. I'm not going to take a risk with quite an asset such as this to try and make myself 10% more Cardano. It's just not worth it. You start playing that game and you can get burnt pretty easy. If you're into pump and dumps and you're looking for a quick buck, by all means, there's plenty of cryptos to do that with. I just don't see Cardano as being one of them. Even though I would have been right, and this is probably what I would have tried to re-enter, it doesn't matter to me because like I said, once you cross the dollar mark, that's going to bring a lot of new interest. You're washing out all the people who are the dollar clubbers, and you're going to start bringing in a lot of big money investors who see the steady growth, the opportunity, and I think it's all going to be just a really good ride for the rest of this month and into March. Bitcoin itself is looking pretty healthy. We've had a lot of great news. We're going to discuss that in tomorrow's video. But obviously, some of the big players are starting to come and get involved and voice their opinion and their approval of Bitcoin and wanting to hold those assets on their public balance sheets. That's going to be great for the industry as a whole. What a beautiful time to be in crypto. We're looking at 1.464 trillion. We're doing well here. We're doing well. No big 30% pullbacks, no ridiculous over-the-top pumps, although everything's looking pretty green. I woke up this morning, everything looked great. One thing I do want to address in this video really quick, not that anybody might cross over and watch the Cartesi video from the first one that I put out, but I wanted to clear up a little bit. Let's look at this. It's no longer in the top trending, by the way, because those things are pretty short-lived. But, you know, I did make a previous video, and there were some people in there that voiced their disopinion with what I had to say. I don't think they watched the entire video. I think they were just mad that I was coming out and not having moon boy attitudes towards this cryptocurrency that they probably invested in when it was too high and haven't quite made the gains that they want. But it's not the project, you guys. I'm not knocking this project. I don't know enough about this project to say good things or bad things in either way. I will say that Altcoin Daily also came out and did some promotion for them. It wasn't a paid promotion or anything, but they did come out. It's funny how these YouTubers all kind of do these things symbiotically. It kind of makes you think, if you feel like thinking deep down the rabbit hole. But they did come out, and I do respect their channel. They're not pumping numbers. They were the #1 channel in crypto. They did it very organically. They're not, you know, BitBoy took them over, but BitBoy sells hopium at a premium price. So not a fan of the dude. I do watch his videos because he does put out a lot of information. I just think he's kind of bloated in the head. He's gotten too big for his britches. He's pretty cocky, and I don't like that. But anyways, what I was talking about in that original video was this. This is just not healthy. You know, we're talking about a relatively unknown cryptocurrency that a big name YouTuber comes and buys a bunch of, then comes out and talks about it, pumps it to the moon, makes a bunch of money, you know, sells it off, probably makes some of his money and hold the rest for the moon bag. It's a great idea. It's just that people get hurt along the way. I've had a few people comment in the comment section about how they got a little hurt by this too, because then the sell-off happens and boom. See, the problem is, you guys, when we get new people in the market that aren't used to being able to maybe hold out and realize that yes, it will come back, and you don't take a loss until you sell, just like you don't make any gains until you sell, and actually cash out. This right here is the danger zone. This is where people got hurt. This is where new people who maybe only have a couple $100 to throw around come in. They don't really know what they're doing. They see this guy, BitBoy, and he's going to pump this, and it's going to go, you know, 3, 4, 5 times. And then it goes down a little bit, and they freak out, and they go, oh my God, I got to get it out now. And they lose, you know, a good 30% of what they put their money in. What that does is it creates a bad taste in their mouth. What that does is it just, even if it's on a small scale, you guys, crypto is special. I don't want to see anything that comes to crypto that's bad for. I'm not going to be a fan of. Anything that's good for crypto, I'm going to be a fan of, because I want this to last for a long time. I want everybody to come in here and have a good experience. It doesn't mean that every trade's going to work out, but we certainly don't want people, the little guy, getting hurt. We don't want the newbies getting hurt, not realizing that, you know, you got to find a good entry point on something like this. So to any of those of you who saw that video and you're upset by that, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry, because I'm not attacking this project. I'm attacking the way it's used to make gains for people who already have a whole lot of money. And the same kind of people who will gamble 4 Bitcoin at a time on Bybit while they're shilling you their, whatever it is, Bybit. I don't know what the new one, what the kids are into these days. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say, you guys. Not too much. I definitely don't like to offend anybody, but hey, the truth is the truth, and sometimes the truth might hurt. And if BitBoy's made you a lot of money, good for you. I just don't think that particular instance was done with the proper motives in mind, and I just don't think it's necessary for somebody who already makes a shoot ton of money off, almost slipped, money off crypto. So happy trading, you guys. Cardano's looking good. I expect us to climb back up towards the 98 cents mark tomorrow at some point, assuming that the market's not having any sort of pullbacks and we stay in a good healthy range. So just want to say hi. Just wanted to technically put out a video today because I didn't get to do so today, and I would like to be in the habit of making at least 1 video every day. I'm probably going to end up doing more like 2 because you never know what else I'm going to sprinkle in there. I still have to get to my API 3 video, and I've got a lot of other things that are on the backlog that I really want to get to as well. But tomorrow we're going to do some news, and then we're going to do the API 3 video, because I think this is one that people should put on their radar and keep an eye on. Full disclosure, I do have API 3, so we're not trying to shill anything. I've had my bags for a little while, and I just expect good things from it. So we'll see how that works out. Anyways, guys, have a great evening. I want to get this out, so technically I meet the before midnight deadline. And just be good to each other out there. Be kind. Be joyful. we're in a good time in this market. So smile. It's good for you.